am I the asshole for telling my sister to stop being so dramatic about her divorce? And John gets to go first. Sorry, Sean, I got you.
I mean, Sean, I feel like we're going to go the same route with this. Yeah, I feel like this is a time that your sister needs emotional support to help them get through the divorce. And for you to say, hey, stop being fucking dramatic, that kind of makes you an asshole, buddy.
Fair.
Hard agree. Like, look, this is a type of grief, really. Like, a divorce is the death of the relationship that they had with the person that they used to be and used to love. And maybe, you know, that person from back then, they still love, you know what I mean? So no one can tell anybody how to grieve properly. There's no proper way to grieve. So yeah, I feel like you having any sort of judgment on the way they grieve this divorce is bad and inherently makes you an asshole.
But
fair. What if it's the guy that left her, ended up getting a loyalty tattoo and running with a 19-year-old? Would that change your mind, Sean?
Well, no.
Come again? I'm confused.
If he did it, then what if she cheated on him? I guess is the and they got a loyalty
I was
tattoo.
Like, say you should get over this guy. This guy ain't shit. He's a scrub.
Scrub.
Still.
Okay. All right. I like it. You guys are in unison on this one. It honestly might be the easiest one we do tonight. So we'll see.
Either way, I'm up for this episode, so I'm good.
You bastard.
True.
The first one fucked you up, brother.
It did.
You swung hard for the first one.
All right. So I, 28 male, have a sister, 32 female, who is going through a messy divorce. She and her husband have been married for 10 years and have 2 kids, 8 male and 6 female. They decided to split up because he cheated on her with his coworker. She found out when she saw some texts on his phone, and she has been staying with me and my girlfriend for the past months and is constantly crying, venting, and asking for advice. She also expects me to take care of her kids while she goes to therapy, lawyers' appointments, support groups. I don't mind helping her out, but it's getting really exhausting and annoying. The other day, she came home from a meeting with her lawyer and started crying again. She said that her husband wants full custody of the kids and that he's trying to paint her as an unfit mother. She said that he is lying about her drinking habits, mental health, and parenting skills. She asked me what I should do, and I snapped. I told her to stop being so dramatic and to get over it already. I said that she should have seen this coming when she married a jerk like him, and that she should have left him sooner.
Ouch.
That's almost word for word what you said with the scrub thing, John.
What the
But
fuck?
you said it as like an absurd thing that no one would say.
Well, we have a talent, guys.
I mean, yeah. I said that she is making everything worse by acting like a victim and that she should focus on the positive aspects of her life. I also said that she should stop burdening me with her problems and find her own place. She called me a heartless asshole and said that I don't care about her or her kids. And she packed up her bags and left with the kids. She hasn't spoken to me since then. I feel bad for hurting her feelings, but I also think that I was justified in telling her the truth and that she needs to move on with her life and stop wallowing in self-pity. So am I the asshole?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
You fucking suck. This is the worst time of her life. Her kids might get taken away from her. And now is the time where you're like, actually stop being so dramatic. Focus on the good. What?
What an insensitive piece of shit thing to say.
What?
Holy.
Literally breaking down worst moment of her life. And then you choose that time to fucking break.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit.
Like finding out that she might lose her kids and you're like, yeah, this is the time she needs to hear it. What the fuck?
You're being dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
It's her
Crazy.
kids, brother. This is a wild story.
There's not that much to say besides like it's pretty heartless, you know? I mean, I get it. I sympathize for the fact that maybe, just maybe, this person probably doesn't have like the mental capacity to support like, 2 kids and a sister. But sometimes you got to step up for a person who's not 100%. Even if you can only give like 40% or 50%, you should do a better job. That person should do a better job of, hey, like communicating that, like, hey, these are my limits. This is all what I can do, but I'm going to try to support you as best as possible. And hopefully that person can understand that, hey, maybe you don't have the mental capacity or you don't have like the physical load to be able to do that. But the way you went and approached how you treated your sister, it's inhumane at this point. You know, like
Yeah.
you were literally helping kick her down when she's already rock bottom.
Yeah.
And you're trying to give this like, hey, just be positive. How can she be positive when she literally can lose everything in an instant? So yeah, dude, like you are completely an asshole. I think you are insensitive, and I think you are pretty heartless. So yeah, you're an asshole.
Yeah, I agree 100% with what you guys have said. And like, I do agree that I understand like being maybe overwhelmed by having kids in your house when you're not used to
Facts.
that. And now you're living with them full time, but express that, sit down and talk to her
Yes.
and be like, hey, could we maybe look at, can we split like a nanny or something like that? Or if your parents are around the area, like, hey, could we split 50-50 with our parents, or just work on something that works for all of you, because she's already got so much fucking shit to deal with. She's lost her marriage of 10 years, potentially losing her kids, lost her house by the sounds of it. And like all of this is just culminating into this one moment. And then you go, actually, I'm kind of sick of, this is about me now. And I'm kind of sick of you taking up my space. So you need to stop acting like a victim and get out, is such a selfish and shitty thing to do to someone who's like your family.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. And if you weren't okay with this to begin with, why
You
let them
shouldn't have
move
said
in?
it. Yeah, exactly.
Like support a different way, I guess, if you couldn't have done that originally. But wild thing to do and wild thing to say. Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power. For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.